So real quick, before we introduce this next segment, most of you know that I am not this tall.
I shrank.
Jerry is 6'1", I'm 5'9", with the right hairstyle and boots. So, yeah. But anyway, this next segment is filmmaker Jennifer Lynch. She is the daughter of David Lynch.
Most famous for Twin Peaks, Mulholland Drive, Lost Highway.
Through our contacts, Alan Williams and Eric Wilkinson, we were able to do an interview with Jennifer Lynch at the Four Seasons Hotel in downtown St. Louis, part of Lumiere Casino. They are going to be shooting a movie called The Fall from Grace later this year, shot entirely in St. Louis.
Entirely.
So we're very excited about that. Without further ado, here is our interview with Jennifer Lynch. Hello.
Hello.
Jennifer, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you so much for allowing us to talk to you. And
Absolutely.
Like that.
It's a kick and a half to talk back to you.
we had been set up by the fireplace, but that was too loud, and so now we got the awesome bridge behind us, which
Right.
is part of the movie that we'll talk about in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's talk about some other things first. My first fun question I've learned about you from some of my researchers.
Okay. Researchers in the field say.
Yeah, exactly.
None of those stories are true. I just want to say.
So, Tree Frog.
Yes.
That's an awesome nickname.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about that. If you're able to do that.
I am.
Okay.
I actually do have an answer for that. Since childhood, my father has called me Tree Frog. I don't know exactly why. I guess at one point I looked much like a small green creature. You know, he never expected to have children, so.
Kind of like the little thing you did before we started the camera?
Yeah, exactly.
The outtake?
Yeah, that's more like a crab. You know, you want to stay away from that. There's a cream for that, you know.
And someone asked me how old you were when you did Eraserhead. You played a little girl?
Yeah.
That was, how old were you?
When that was shot, I was 5.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're young.
I was a youngin'.
Was that before or after Tree Frog came into being? That was.
I was pretty much Tree
You were
Frog then.
okay, you were
Yeah.
Tree Frog, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tree Frog was already in full swing.
Very cool. Very cool. So let's talk about the new movie.
A Fall from
A
Grace.
Fall from Grace. And there's a scene in the movie was shot back in this area, right?
Well, there's a scene in the movie. There were going to be many scenes in the movie that take place on the Chain of Rocks Bridge, and boy, does that bridge have, you know, some ghosts and some echoes.
Some serious characters.
Yeah, it's just that has seen some stuff, that bridge, you know.
Yeah.
As bridges do.
And that was scouted out by your people.
Yeah, and the way I actually became attached to this project is one of the 2 producers, David Michaels, was one of the producers on Surveillance. And I'd met Eric Wilkinson through him, and Eric had written a script. Eric is from St. Louis, and had written a script about, you know, St. Louis and the events that took place, you know, in the city for him. And the 2 of them decided to, you know, make this feature, and they came to me to direct it. And you know, they like to use the word disagree. I just say I didn't gravitate towards certain elements of the story. And I said no. I said no twice. And they kept coming back saying, yeah, but we think you're the director for this. And, you know, the beauty of working with people you know, can really communicate with is they were gracious enough to say, then let's collaborate. What would you do? You know, how would you change it? And I said, well, I'll show you. And so it's transformed into I think, you know, I'm fascinated with dark and light, and being that that's what's most hypnotic to me. I think St. Louis is perfect for that. I've never seen so much of a juxtaposition between darkness and light, and full homes and then vacant spaces, and you know, I really love St. Louis's living as much as their ghosts. But it's a story of, you know, darkness and monsters and redemption and light. I'm just astonished. Last night we got this incredible chance to walk the Chain of Rocks Bridge at night, and they unlocked it for us. We had police assistance opened the gate for us, and we got to walk in, you know, what was an almost full moon with cloud cover, so it sort of had this spooky, you know, mood going on around it, and I was like, oh yeah.
Nice. You're in New York, LA, St. Louis, a perfect little halfway point to hop in here and shoot a movie and
exactly. Well, and because it's
hang out with the Mayhem Network.
You know, and St. Louis is a character in the film. It's not a city that we're going to have doubling for another city.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to show St. Louis.
Definitely.
And, you know, we had some adventures last night going around parts of the town that might be considered more the underbelly. And I just was so excited. I just kept walking to these places going, this is the happiest I've ever been. Are you kidding me? You know, like, this is in existence.
Nice.
And so, yeah, I'm almost 45, and now I feel like I've, you know, really lived.
Well, we can't wait to help you get the word out to everybody, all of our people.
Oh, and you know, and I hope people will, you know, come out, because we want to use locals, you know, for secondary casting as well as extras. We want to use local crews. Obviously, I'd bring some key department heads in for the shooting, but, you know, we'd love to be prepping end of summer, September, and shooting in October, because I hear it's just gorgeous here then.
We're very excited to check out A Fall from Grace.
Yes.